Hey folks, how y'all doing and welcome back to my channel. Here we got the Huawei Watch GT2 Pro. With this watch, you will never get lost in the woods, have more than 100 exercises to choose from, indestructible sapphire glass and much more. If you want to know more about the smartwatch and its features, just stay tuned and enjoy the video. The first thing you will notice is the design. It is quite different than on the previous models. The screen bezel is almost completely gone and therefore the whole screen is covered in glass, which makes the screen appear much larger. The glass does temper off a little bit towards the titanium frame, but not as much as with the GT2. The Huawei GT2 Pro has a 1.39-inch AMOLED screen display with a resolution of 454 by 454 pixels, which makes everything on the watch super sharp and crisp. Now, this watch has a sapphire crystal glass. That means the screen will definitely not break nor will get any scratches. You will more likely get scratches on the frame than on the screen. With frames made of titanium instead of stainless steel, this smartwatch has a bit of an edge to other smartwatches or other GT models. So in other words, the GT2 Pro certainly looks premium. This watch has two physical buttons on the side, just like the classic version of it. The upper button takes it to the main menu or back to the home screen. The lower button opens up the fitness features, but if you want to, you can customize the lower button in the settings and then assign a different feature to it. The bottom of the watch also looks different than on the previous Huawei watches since it's made of glass instead of plastic and has a new optical sensor with smaller LEDs. The watch GT2 Pro only comes in one size, 46mm, and you get to choose between two variations, Nebula Grey and Night Black. This watch comes with a 22mm genuine leather strap, but of course you can always swap that out to another color or a silicone strap, which would be a good idea if you plan on swimming a lot or generally do a lot of sports. As I already have mentioned, this watch comes with a big screen with excellent resolution. Now, the difference to the classic version of it is that this watch comes with a different default clock faces. You have a big variation between digital and analog clock faces. Some look more elegant, some are good for fitness and some just look like a 10-year-old drew them. These watch faces may not be as good as the one from the Samsung Galaxy 3, but I don't think they are bad either. I'm sure everyone can find at least a few they like. This smartwatch also has an always on screen mode. With this, you actually have a few different watch faces to choose from. These are not the same as the regular ones that you have. These are specific watch faces when your watch is in standby mode. As usual, managing and customizing your watch is done via the Huawei Health app. Over here you also have a big selection of watch faces. So let's get to some applications. The apps you have on the GT2 Pro are exactly the same that you have on the classic version of it. You have a compass, timer, sleep, stress, breathing exercises, and of course the SpO2 feature, which many watches have these days. You can also make voice calls using the watch, check notifications and messages, but unfortunately you cannot reply without using your phone. This watch has the Huawei Lite OS, which we have seen on previous devices, fueled with the same Kirin A1 processor as the GT2. The user interface may not work completely fluid, but it still offers a decent experience, which most users won't have any complaint about. The super efficient chip with a 2-week battery life gives this watch the edge above a lot of smartwatches. So the GT2 Pro offers up to 14 days of usage on a single charge. The battery life is very impressive considering the pulse, sleep and stress tracking are active 24 hours a day. Most smartwatches are already struggling after the first day. Of course, if you use features like the always on display mode, you will cut down your battery life severely. With this, you get about half of the battery life that you usually get. Speaking of battery life, if you use the new wireless charger, you get about 10 hours of battery life with just 5 minutes of charging. The custom biometric tracking is something that Huawei does pretty good. That allows the watch to create a very detailed data analysis. For example, you can see the exact date and time you had a high heartbeat, your pulse during day and night, and a detailed analysis of the time you spend in light or deep sleep, REM phase or awake, along with other recommendations for getting better rest. This smartwatch also have a lot of fitness options. Besides the usual sports like hiking and running that we have seen on other models, there's also a bunch of exercises like martial arts, dancing workouts, golf, darts and fishing. Since this watch is also water resistant up to 5 ATM, which is about 50 meters, there's also a variation of water sports as well as some winter and extreme sports. For the hiking and outdoor fans out there, there's also a backtracking option which can lead you back to your starting point offline, so you will never get lost in the woods again. The Huawei GT2 Pro also gives warning signals in case of severe weather changes based on the barometer feature. Overall, this smartwatch is a very capable one. I couldn't attest all its features since there are just too many, but I truly believe that this smartwatch is a very good one. I'm only missing the Spotify app, but I think once you're able to install it, this will be a lot more fun to use. Of course, the GT2 Pro is also a very good sports watch with all its fitness options and the advanced capabilities like the VO2 max measurements and the SpO2 features. Now, the long battery life and the Pro design with all its features together making this smartwatch a very good one. And you get all of that for just about 300 euros. Now folks, I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. It only takes 2 clicks and it's for free, and you will help me and my channel grow. Now, see you the next time. Peace.